Hey viewers, welcome to Real Astrology once again, and I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and this is the sidereal zodiac that I'm using, and the predictions will be for the 12 zodiac signs, that is the 12 ascendants or the moon sign, whichever has less affliction. I have to repeat this because there is always a confusion otherwise, and this video is about Mercury's transit through its exaltation sign of Virgo. And this is happening on the 2nd of September till the 22nd of September. Then we'll be going to the Libra sign and we'll be retrograding there, and there will be an exchange between Venus and Mercury as well. So now what's happening here, Virgo sign is a very meticulous sign. And as we know, Mercury is very happy here because Mercury feels very organized, and the communication becomes very organized and meticulous as well. So whatever, your mind becomes very sharp, your speech becomes very straightforward, you are not beating around the bush, you're communicating whatever you have to in a very meticulous and a very efficient manner. So no sugarcoating and no, as you know, that there is no, beating around the bush, as I said. So this transit is basically very, very crucial because there are some major decisions which are coming our way regarding the education industry as well. Some competitive exams or some educational norms which are going to be changing during this time. Business trade definitely is going to get better because the Saturn is also in the sign of Capricorn, and this is the second Earth Trikona also. So the first one is the Taurus sign, and then Virgo, and then comes Capricorn. These are the Earth Trikonas of the natural zodiac. So the Earth Trikona doesn't only mean about financial growth or something. You have to understand that Earth Trikona means that you have to be figuring out your financials during this time. Saturn in the own sign, and Mercury also in its own sign, exalted sign. So this is going to give you a space, thought process will be very clear. Your speech will be clear as well as your thought process. You can go little critical you'll be getting into the details of everything. But at the same time, for financials, you will be planning something big. Investments, economy might open on the mundane level. And as I said, education industry is going to be taking major decisions during this time. So we can focus on the details right now. At the same time, we will be very, we will be making major decisions regarding financials. And of course, it will be becoming very precise. Things will be becoming very precise and to the point. So Mercury is communication, trade, commerce, education industry as well, education as well. So in case you have to make any decisions regarding your education, so you should be doing that during this time. Some real productive moves you'll be making, incredibly productive moves you'll be making, because this is a very practical sign. All the Earth Trikonas are practical signs, and they think about these people who own these signs, or their, Earth Trikonas are strong. They definitely have the karma towards Artha more. The responsibility is more towards the financials. People who want to help others also financially, the Artha Trikona has to be strong for themselves to help others. All right. So now here you have a lot of information. Now this is the time to organize that information. In case you have your in hand, there are projects or some tasks that you have to be completing. So you will be very, very precise, and you'll be very focused, and you'll be channelizing everything in a proper manner. So this is definitely going to be a good transit on the mundane level. As per the personal chart, of course, there will be some problem if it is transiting the 8th house or the there are certain places where there is these are good places, and there are some bad places also, like 1st house, 3rd house, 5th house, 9th house, 12th house. These are not considered to be that good places for Mercury. So we will be figuring it out in the predictive, of course I'll be sharing. And in case you wish to understand what exactly is this Mercury in exaltation going to be doing on your individual plane, so you can seek my guidance through by booking a consultation with me. And if you're a new viewer, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and do hit the bell notification as well, because I keep uploading videos from time to time. So this is a very, very short transit though, but it is going to be bringing about some major changes in policies, major changes in communication. Maybe your communication will become very, very straightforward, and you will sort out many things. You can go a little hyper critical during this time, so tame that in energy, because this is like you are too meticulous, so that don't go overboard in that zone as well. Don't be too critical also, because this is the sixth house of the natural zodiac. So in case you have to make any kind of decisions regarding your litigation, or you have to get into any kind of treatment, so you can initiate during this time. So hidden enemies can be revealed as well. Mercury in the sixth house gives a little bit of a sixth sign. You have to be taking care of skin rashes or something related to skin as well, because the sixth house is becoming very strong during this time, because in the natural zodiac. So you take care of that. Okay. Now coming to the sign wise predictions. So to start with, I'm taking up Aries first. All right, for Aries people, this is a good transit for you, because it's the third and the sixth lord going to the sixth. So it is definitely a positive transit, because you will be working through your projects, you'll be completing your tasks, you'll be defeating your enemies also. Here Mercury is becoming very strong, and you will be defeating them by your logical reasoning. You'll be conveying your mind, and you'll be taming their mindset as well. So positive for you, utilize it at the place of work. You'll be doing well. For student natives also, some competitive exams, if they have to sit for, they'll be doing well as well. They'll be clearing all the exams in flying colors. So good for you. There is promotion on cards. Saturn is also in your 10th house. So definitely the Artha Trikona brings about elevation at the place of work. Also, your financials will improve. And if you're looking for a new position, that also can be achieved, and you will be doing well there as well. Just try to avoid traveling during this time, because Rahu is in your third house till the time Mercury is in your sixth. So you have to be taking care of that, and take care of your relationship with your siblings and neighbors as well, because Mercury owns the third house as well of yours, and Mercury is very strong here. So when Mercury is strong, there can be that you are on face, you will say something which hurts others, so be careful. Okay. And in case you are thinking of investments, you can do that as well during this time. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. All right, for Taurus native, it's a very good transit again, because first of all, it's a friendly planet getting the strength. Being the lord of the second and the fifth, again, it is going to be elevation in financials. You'll be very perfect in doing your tasks. You'll be very creative. You'll be thinking about education, higher skills, higher learning, meticulously planning your work projects, maybe some foreign clientele you'll be getting connected with as well. So this is going to bring about a positive energy. If at all you use it at the place of work, it will give you elevation as well. Getting connected with the students, or some kind of educational background you want to enhance, this is going to be helpful. It's a helpful transit over there. And of course, it can give you a lot of responsibilities. Thinking abilities will increase, and you'll be learning new things, and you will be enhancing your background as well. So good time to lay foundations, good time for investments, good time for doing some new projects and achieving the goals that you have set already. In case you have to go in for some partnership business, or you want to invest somewhere you've been thinking of from a long time, so you can do that. This is a positive transit. In case you have to plan for your exams, or if you're a student native, you can do that during this time as well. Coming to the next sign, that's Gemini. All right, coming to Gemini. So for Gemini people, this is a good transit again, because obviously the Lagnesh is going to the fourth house, the Kendra. So it is definitely going to bring about connectivity with your family members. You'll be very, straight, and you'll be communicating, expressive with your own people, and with your spouse also. At the same time, there can be some, education that you'll be inclined towards, maybe enhancing your skills, enhancing your educational background. So this is the time you should be doing that as well. you see Mercury in the fourth house is considered to be good as well, and there is Sun transiting in the third house. So once Sun leaves this zone, it will be better for Mercury, because there is a Veda, which is the obstruction which is forming because of Sun in the third house. But at the same time, Sun and Mercury are also, you know, neutral and friendly. So for you, the best would be, in case you have to initiate any kind of new projects or any kind of investments, do it during this time. It is a positive one, and again, you know, it will be going, but Mercury will be transiting your fifth house zones, which is again a positive one. So this 2 months time, you know, because in Libra it's going to be for a longer duration till the 22nd of November. So this is going to be bringing about some positive energy to your, you know, there's a lot of time frame that you know, that we have to work through our, you know, projects, our investments, our education, communication, in case you have to convey something to others. So this will be actually having a lot of energy and positive energy. So utilize it. And in case you have to initiate something, you know, regarding your education, this is the best period. It is considered to be very good. You know, one Sun also transits through your fourth house. So utilize it for relationship, for education, for investments. All the zones are positively impacted with Mercury transiting its exaltation sign. So utilize it. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. All right, for Cancer people, this is a transit which is happening in your third house. Mercury is very comfortable here in a way, because it's communicative, and to strike a conversation with people you have not been, you know, in conversation with from a long time, you can do that. And of course, at the place of work, you will be able to project whatever thought process you're going through, or whatever, you know, you're very expressive. So utilize this transit. In case you have to plan your travels, short journeys, you'll be actually successful in those, and you will be able to achieve the goals that you have set. Some kind of communication with your siblings will be bringing about positive energy and positive results, because it is the Lord of the 12th also. So siblings, or some foreign projects that you have lined up, or your siblings as a matter of fact have. So this will bring about some positive energy to them, and will bring about some kind of achieving the goals they have set as well. So with neighbors, or with your you know, co-workers, with your siblings, with your teachers, classmates, some news that you are expecting, you know, the email that you have been thinking of writing to somebody, you will be able to, whatever, you know, you have to express, you will be able to. So utilize this transit. It is positive, but you know, just hold on to your money. You don't get into any kind of business or trade. You don't initiate. You will be landing up into, you know, heavy investments, but the return will not be the similar kind, and not so soon as well. So let Mercury leave the zone and transit the fourth house zone. So that will be bringing about enhancement in property matters, or real estate matters, vehicles, if you have to purchase or something. Though Mercury will be going retrograde also in Libra, but still it is going to be in a better place there. Mercury exaltation is definitely going to be very communicative, and the communicative, being communicative is a cutthroat. Like it's going to be very you know, powerful, and a very straightforward communication, no beating around the bushes. So it is going to be positive for you. Utilize this transit. Good for education, no doubt. In case you have to enhance your skills, you should be. Communication with your father will also improve. Take care of your skin related issues. Some pain in the shoulders you can get, take care of that. And with the rest of the planets, of course, things are going to improve gradually. So take care of yourself. Coming to the next sign, that's Leo. See, for Leo natives, Mercury is a positive graha. It is, as it is activating the Artha Trikona, and it is in the second house, being the Lord of the 11th also. So definitely good for investments. Definitely good time for getting connected with your family members, conveying your mind, communicating with them, forming a chemistry, and of course, good for education also, investments also. In case you are into a business, so you will be thinking of you know, pumping in more money, or with your partner you will be actually forming a new company, or you will be expansion. Okay, so this is the time when you will be very determined to achieve the goals, and so will be the student natives. Student natives are also gaining strength with Jupiter also going direct. So definitely it is a positive transit. Your Earth and the Dharma Trikonas are getting activated as it is simultaneously. So it is positive for you. Utilize it. Good for investment, good for financials, good for investments, good for communication also. Positive for you. For students also, student natives also, and for you yourself also, if you are a Virgo rising. Okay. In case you have affliction in Virgo rising, then you see the moon sign. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Libra. All right, for Libra natives, Mercury is a positive graha and it's transiting your 12th house zone. So you can have some problems related to investments. Some foreign clientele you are looking at, or some foreign connectivity that you were looking at, is coming forward now. Maybe they will be investing in your company, and you will be achieving those goals, because Venus is also transiting your Kendra, and Mercury is a positive graha. See, in the 12th house, if there is any planet in the 11th, that is Sun. So there is a Viprit Veda which is forming. 12th house is not a good place for Mercury, because it debilitates in the 12th zone, 12th sign of the natural zodiac. So here in the 11th house, Sun is transiting. So till the time Sun is transiting the 11th house, there is a Viprit Veda. There is an obstruction which is getting cancelled by Sun transiting the 11th house. So it is definitely going to minimize the impact of the losses or the expenditures that you're going to be making. So utilize till the time Sun is in the sign of Leo, because then it will be transiting, on the 16th, the sign of Virgo again. So it's better that you utilize this, and it is going to be positive for the student natives also, in case they are planning for their higher learning, higher education, university, if they have to enroll themselves. So this will actually be coming their way, because this is the ninth and the 12th lord coming to the 12th. So this is definitely going to be bringing about positive energy in these zones. So foreign clientele, foreign projects, if you are in a multinational company, it is going to be good for you. Artha Trikona is getting active, but it is going to be a lot of expenditures. So this is a foundational phase. Maybe once Mercury transits out of this on the 22nd, so you will be getting some kind of support from the first house zone. So utilize this transit for getting connected communication with your foreign clients, okay? Or some foreign income that you are expecting, you will get it, okay? Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. All right, coming to Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this is a very good transit for investments, for stocks, shares, crypto. In case you have to invest somewhere here, then you can, because Rahu is transiting your 8th house in the sign of Mercury, and Mercury is in the 11th house. So this is a positive transit, utilize it. In case you have to invest in some similar kind of, places where I have just mentioned. So if at all you have to park your funds, good time. You can get advice you can take from your elder siblings or your friends, you rely on. So this will be a helpful advice. You might be getting connected with your social circle, and you'll be communicative and straightforward, and you will be conveying your mind as well. So this is the time to get connected with your people around you, the immediate circle you move around in. So definitely a positive transit, because the Artha Trikona is getting active, and here it is going to be bringing about positive energy and positive results in all the spheres. Student natives are going to be doing well, because it is looking at the 5th house zone as well. So definitely a positive one. And had there been a planet in the 12th house, I would have said that there is an obstruction to this Mercury, but there isn't any, so no Veda. So it is definitely going to be a positive transit, and it has a potency to give 100% results as well. Definitely depending upon your natal chart, how Mercury is in the natal chart. But if it is in the 11th house in Virgo, so definitely a positive transit. Make the best use of it. You will be very communicative with the people around you, and you will be able to take their advice and advise them as well, okay, for investments purpose. So it is definitely a positive transit. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. All right, for Sagittarius people in the Kendra, being the lord of the Kendra, Mercury is going to be transiting your 10th house. Very good transit. It's a brilliant transit, as in it is going to give you fulfillment of desires at the place of work. Your elevation is coming your way. People are going to be supportive at the place of work. Your seniors are going to be supportive at your place of work. And whatever you will convey, your, the creative energy that you have, you'll be bringing forward, and you'll be actually sharing your mind. So it is going to be very, very effective. You are actually very changeable and a very versatile person yourself. So you want that, the versatility must be reflected at your place of work as well. So you have a lot of ideas. Utilize this transit, because you will be actually bringing forward those energies, and you will be conveying your mind to your seniors and your co-workers as well. They'll be supportive as well in turn. So utilize this transit. Good for student natives in case you have to plan something about your education, higher learning, higher education. So this will be good. Competition success is guaranteed with Mercury being in exaltation sign. It is applicable to one and all, but your personal chart, your natal chart, your birth chart definitely has to be seen in case the predictions are not matching up. But yes, to a greater extent, this transit will bring about positive energy to one and all, because Mercury is at a very good position, and it is going to be taking you going into the in the depth of or the details of the matters. So you will be very hyperactive also during this time. So utilize it. Communication, of course, is going to be you're very vocal, and you're going to be sharing your thought process to people around you. So it is positive, when you are able to convey what you are thinking. So definitely a positive transit. Utilize it. Being the lord of your seventh, so communication with your spouse will also improve. So utilize it. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. For Capricorn natives, this is a good transit again, because Mercury, being the lord of the sixth, is transiting your ninth house. And, this is definitely, a trine where Mercury is, and Saturn is also in the trine. So Earth Trikona is very well active. So you will be very communicative about what you want, what is your spiritual inclination, what do you expect from your elders, and what kind of advice you are expecting from the elders. So you should be seeking their advice during this time. Travels on the card, and definitely some litigation and all, you will be actually getting through with it. So this is a very positive transit for you. Seek the advice of the elders, or your father or father-like figures, spiritual leaders. If you are yourself a spiritual leader, good transit for you as well. In case you are having some skin related problem or some health issues, that also will be taken care of. But Rahu is also in the Gemini sign, so you are already having some skin related problems. So just find a new doctor, change your doctor. That will help you. And of course, good for higher education. Student natives are planning something. In case you are a working professional, so you will be enhancing your skills. You want to add on, you want to learn more things, new language, or new something new, enhance your skills. It will help you, because Mercury is also the karaka, or the significator of education. So you can do that. Positive transit, and it is going to take you to heights. Utilize these 20 days time. It is definitely going to bring about elevation in all the spheres of life, especially investments, financials, education, health. Take care. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. All right, for Aquarius people, this transit is happening in your eighth house, being the lord of the fifth, going to the eighth house, and being the lord of the eighth, coming to the eighth house. So it is actually giving the strength. Just take care of your health, eat right. You can have some skin rashes because of your wrong eating or dietary habits. So just take care of these. Otherwise, if you are into astrology, mystical subjects, or, tarot reading or something, if you are into all these, good transit for you. You might get into the depth of whatever you're learning, or whatever you're teaching, or whatever you are doing. So this will actually enhance. In case you are a researcher, or you want to, you're into some kind of deep learning. So this is a very good transit for you. Utilize it. Good for competitions, in case you have to sit for an exam or something, very good time, because Rahu is in the fifth house. So you have to work very hard during this time, as it is Saturn is transiting your 12th. So you have to be taking care of your education, maybe some exam that you have to take from the foreign land, or something which is, some kind of competitive exam you have to sit for, or some foreign income that you are expecting. So this is going to be giving you that, positive growth and positive energy. But at the same time, you have to take care of your health. You have to take care of, you're prone to accidents. But eighth house is not considered to be bad transit for Mercury, and it is definitely not good for children, because they are prone to, meeting with an accident or some health issues as well. So take care, everything will be fine. For education, I still feel it is a very good transit. Okay, utilize it, but you have to go into the depth of it. Don't study superficially. Whatever you're doing, do it deeply. And investment wise also, it is a good transit. In case you have to invest wisely, but in, you know, small amounts. Don't go overboard in your investments. Take care of your spouse's health if you are married. Okay, coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. All right, for Pisces, the last sign, this transit is happening in the Kendra house. Of course, Mercury is the lord of the fourth, going to the seventh house, being the lord of the seventh as well. So positive, getting connected with your spouse, communicating with your family members is going to enhance the inner you. You'll be very meticulous in doing the household work. You will be working also from maybe working from home, and you will be getting connected with your own people, with your bosses, with your co-workers, and you'll be conveying your mind. So good time for initiating any kind of business, also trade. So this is a positive transit. In case you have to go in for some investments, good. In case you have to go in for some kind of business, trade, foreign clientele, you will be getting connected with them. You'll be getting good business. Projects are going to get complete. New subjects you want to learn, so you'll be learning those. If you're a student native, you'll be doing well there as well. You'll get success there. You'll achieve something big. Your goal that you have set will be achieved. You know, some bigger goals that you have set, you are going to be achieving those goals. Communication is going to be very, very sound, and you'll be very focused, and you'll be very straightforward as well. No sugarcoating. In case you are, it is not going to be helpful. So be to the point. Don't be too emotional and too practical also. uh, there is always a middle path that you have to opt for. So take that, and you will be successful in investments, in enhancing your skills with people around you, communication with them. Everything is going to be sound, and this is going to be a good transit for you for initiating new projects as well. You'll be able to complete them. So this is a positive transit. Utilize it. So this is it for the Mercury is transiting through the Virgo sign, a short transit of 20 days, but yes, it is a powerful transit. On the mundane level, it is going to be powerful as well. So utilize it whenever these kind of transit positions, take place for a shorter duration. So definitely they're going to be bringing along with them some major things, some stock shares, share markets, everything is going to get impacted. So it'll be like, up and down kind of a phase, because Mercury is going to be in the exaltation sign for a short time. So utilize it, and be happy, stay blessed. Chant Om Gan Ganpataye Namo Namah. It will help you. It's for one and all. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.